If you are just joining, it's Trending O'Clock. You know how we do it right here on Trending. We'll talk about all the trending and juicy gist on the internet and, of course, give our opinions about them. I am Mercy Irabo, and you know, once it's trending, I can never trend alone. Who is trending with us today? Mr. Michael Gopadia. Mr. Michael, thank you for being here.
Well, you know, you can never trend alone.
You can never trend alone because the whole gist, the juicy gist and everything. And you know, today's edition, Friday's edition.
Thank God it's
Special Friday's edition. So without wasting much time, let's just dive straight into our discussions for today. On our top story is a very disturbing one, as several investors raise alarm over unregistered loan company known as Ambi Savings and Loan, which has allegedly disappeared with their money. When will Nigerians learn? For months, the company reportedly collected money from investors with promises of high returns and easy access savings plan. But now customers say the company has suddenly vanished. Let's see the footage. Well, we made our research and we found out that Ambi Savings is not even registered under the Corporate Affairs Commission and has no license from the CBN to operate as a financial institution. Investors are now calling on authorities to step in, investigate the disappearance and help them discover their funds. And since I watched this footage, one thing that kept coming to my head is, when will Nigerians learn? When exactly? Well, I was able to get some reactions from netizens. Let's see if some persons actually have learned with all of the things we keep getting from all of these unregistered companies that come out to, because I feel Nigerians want to make fast money. They need quick money. Once you just come, promise them that once you put 10,000 naira, you could get 50 million naira and boom. Very unrealistic promises and returns, and then they still want to invest into such kind of investment. Let's see some reactions we got on net. I pray they are able to get their money back. I don't know why people invest in firms that are not well established. People don't learn. We too like sharp money. Exactly. Why keep money with an unregistered loan company? These things still they happen for 2025. Like, I am shocked. I am shocked just as you. Let's see if we take some more reactions. Them know they hear what. This stuff they happen every December. They are just carrying people's money this period though. I thought we all said there's no money. And they're still investing. So Una gets money. Hope they can recover. Yes, that's one prayer. I really pray that they recover the money, but we know how it is. We've seen cases of all of these companies running away, disappearing with people's funds. And then remember the time of, is it MMM?
Yeah.
I thought that one would just make Nigerians wise, but ever since then we've had series of all of these companies still coming back to take money from these people. Like, what stops you from going to a proper bank, an established bank? Go there and drop your money, invest if you want to invest. If you want to get stock, you want to get shares and all of that, it's very easy. At least that's safe for you. I wonder why
that's the question. You know, ordinary bank will not give you triple of your money, but these shark loans that comes from these persons are there. You know, it baffles me when Nigerians will always be falling prey to some of these dubious persons, and at the end you will come in to shout Egbami. Egbami what? When you so, you know, it's greed. Just call it greed. Many of them are just so greedy. They want to make 20% of what they are of their returns. They want to make 300%, 200%. Who does that? Even a magician will never multiply your money. Come on, where does it come from? So till Nigerians stop that greed, they will always be falling prey to such.
Well, I still blame it on the government. That's one thing I want to say, because If the country was really good, nobody would want to come to promise you, give you some unrealistic promises, and then you just fall prey to it.
But you can easily fall for unrealistic promises.
No,
Sometimes
it's because of the
women fall
hardship.
from all
No,
realistic
Mr. Michael,
promises from
it's
men.
the
Anybody can
hardship.
fall.
It's because of the hardship. Things are really bad, and people just want to make money. They don't. Do you know some of those people could even get loan to invest just because they feel like, okay, I will get returns from this money, and
what we're
that's profit.
saying.
That's
It
because
is
of
just
the hardship
clear
people are
greed.
going through.
We do not see you know, when internet fraud started, it was more like scamming those white persons that needed 100% or 200% return. But when they learned that it never comes, you know, it started reducing. And when Nigerians will finally learn that you can never double your money, there's nothing like money doublers. That's when they will learn and get this off. But you know, the government has always told you, if you are going to put your money somewhere, always do a clearance from SEC. Then you know whether it's the right company or wrong. All the same, our heart goes out to those persons that have lost their money. It's Osusu period. What do you expect? This kind of period, we see many women or people, sorry, not women, because mercy will come from my neck. Many people running with their Osusu money. This is Osusu period. If your Osusu is intact, praise the Lord. If it is not, go and find how way to get your Osusu.
But this also solve a thing. So people still do it in this modern world.
Yes, it is.
What happens to going to the bank? Just go there, save your money. Like doing all of this also, and then it's festive period. Everybody needs money, and then the owner of the Osusu wants to pack everybody's money.
Yeah.
They want to run with the money.
Buy clothes for the
Nigerians,
children. Buy
exactly.
chicken.
Let's
So
do
save
better. We
for
need to do
somebody to
better.
improve himself.
We really need to do better. We have banks, just walk in there. We have other institutions that you can actually just go and invest. Yes, just ensure that they are registered with CAC and every other clearance. You don't just go about throwing your money, and then we complain we don't have money, but you still go about throwing money here and there. Please, we need to do better. Well, this is a developing story, and we'll continue to follow it closely. And once we get more updates, we'll definitely bring them to you. So away from that, there's this story about a young lady who says she's been facing constant harassment from her landlord since the day she moved into his property. According to her, the landlord disconnected her electricity for invalid reasons. She said she begged, she pleaded and argued, but he refused to restore her lights. She eventually bought a small generator so she could continue her work. But now the man is insisting that he doesn't need a generator in his property. Let's see the footage.
Listen, please mind your speech here. I'm ready for you. Whatever you have, maybe they will told you to be staying in my compound. The compound you built for me. You will tell me. I don't apologize. I don't want generator in my compound. Tell me your balance. I'm ready to pay it. Tell me your balance. I'm ready to pay.
Well, I don't know why some landlords are really troublesome. Most times when I see all of this landlord, like, hey, now house you build, you not be God. And that's why I wonder if humans were gods, how would they have looked like? Like, somebody rented your apartment and she cannot just be comfortable again because she rented your apartment. Why would you say you cannot use generator in your property and then you disconnected the electricity? That's to tell you a troublesome landlord, a landlord that just wants you to talk. Some landlords are like that. I've actually experienced it myself. Some landlords are evil, pure evil. I wish the government can actually just set up a committee to do some of all these checks, to check for some of all these excesses from all of these landlords, because it's really annoying. It is, Mr. Michael.
My own check is I would have loved to see her face and her figure. Maybe that's what the landlord is after. We didn't see her face and the way. You know, some of these men, when they see a fine lady, they find every way to intimidate, to get her attention. And maybe that's what's happening. I was thinking during that viral video, we'll see her figure and understand where the anger and the energy is coming from. But irrespective of whether she's a fine lady or not, she's looking like one ugly girl from after the bridge. All I'm saying is, please, when going into an apartment, ensure that you have documentation. In documentation, you sign to talk about the do's and don'ts. In that signing, you also have commit, or rather in that way, you commit the landlord to some of the major things. It doesn't make sense that you are in an apartment and your light got disconnected. On what grounds? Is it that you do not pay electricity bill or what? And like he said, tell me your refund. If I were you, this will just only increase. Take the money, go get a separate place and live in peace. But like Mercy said, I feel it's about time that the government should wade into this. Let's have a commission that deals with this, that these landlords can be reported and a quick fix and check of their activities will need to be. And in that way, even, it's also going to be a commission that will also better protect the landlord from unscrupulous tenants. Some tenants are quite also annoying. They will add songs to the highest, disturb other tenants. They'll bring in irresponsible people, take drugs and all of that. So we do need a board that will protect both the tenants and the landlord. And I feel it's about time.
I say, a friend of mine in this city actually told me her story of how troublesome her landlord was. She said the landlord actually had a spare key to her apartment.
And that's wrong.
That he told her that the landlord has the right to always come check his property. And she felt like, okay, whenever I'm around, you want to come check. She said she found that the landlord was going to her apartment in her absence. Wow. The landlord has everybody's spare key and then go to people's apartments to check. Like, how do you go to people's apartments while they are away because you feel you're the owner of the house?
It doesn't in any way make
exactly. It doesn't in any way make sense. And then I've heard of cases to where the landlord was the one in charge of the prepaid meters. And then when your light gets finished, you go there to say you want to recharge. And this man says you need to give him 24 hours. So I don't have light. I don't have electricity at this point. I should give you full 24 hours to just help me go in and get the prepaid meter. Some of these landlords, they are annoying, yes. And when I see videos of some troublesome tenants, I feel, yes, that's a match. Because when you have troublesome landlords and then you, the tenants, you're calm, these landlords might just try to do anything possible just to make sure. But once you are able to return that same energy, I feel to some extent, well, they will just feel like...
I would rather plead and take a different route.
Okay.
Please, we do not need too much aggression. We do not want a breakdown
Mr.
of law
Michael,
and
aura for aura.
We will plead if the government can set up a commission that will help to deal with all of this. We do know we have now skyrocketing rent prices, all of that. If there's a check around all of these and a commission to deal with it, it will better protect all of us.
Well, like I said before, if only a committee can just be set up to see to check all of the excesses with all of these landlords. And yes, we were even talking about agents a few weeks ago. Yes. So we need a committee that would actually do all the checks and balances. I'm sure we'll have a sane society again without having landlord-tenant issue. Well, away from that, let's quickly take this, from entertainment. Fashion designer Vicky James has sparked reactions online after declaring that her man can never have a female best friend. When asked if a man can have a female bestie who isn't his wife, she said, "A man can have, but my own man can never have." Her statement has since stirred mixed opinions across social media. And now I am asking, what exactly does a married man need a female best friend for? Am I not enough to be your best friend? Why exactly are they going out to get a female best friend? Thank God, just right beside me, we have a married man. Let's ask him, Mr. Michael, what do married men need a female best friend for?
Yes, you need a female best friend that will help you choose the kind of present you want for your wife. That will help you also, in case there's a food you need to enjoy, you can still let her teach your wife how to cook.
Oh.
You still need a female best friend. So, there are some emotions you can't really tell your wife, especially as it concerns work, But
I hope somebody's not watching this right now.
No, she might be watching because I as it stands now, I used to have a female bestie, but she became friend to the female bestie end. But what I am directly saying is sometimes we need to have female besties that truly understand our emotion.
Okay.
We are going through a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, men go through a lot. And just yesterday, was it yesterday you said the life expectancy of a man and all of that? So they actually need a woman,
and
a female best
in getting
friend.
a female bestie, you take recommendation from your wife to put peace. She should not be too beautiful. She should not have too much back and front. So at least your wife's heart is relaxed But when you have a female bestie, let's find out that your wife is this AC on. There's problem.
Okay, at this point, I'm lost. I am totally lost. So you need a female best friend to help you choose presents for your wife.
Yes. It's
If
romantic.
you yourself, you don't know what to get for your wife, then you're not worthy to be a husband. That's what I feel.
Women,
If
they
you
change,
cannot choose what your wife wants, you're not worthy to be a husband. Like, it baffles me when I see men going out to have a female best friend. I am a female. I can actually be your best friend. Why go out? Why go to all of those? And then when I feel when we're having issues in the house, and then your female best friend gives you a shoulder to lean on. Yes, that's one reason they go out to get a female
I will
best
never
friend.
advise married men to look for a shoulder to lean on. Sometimes you might look for a chest, sometimes you might look for a hand to hold, but shoulder no.
Interesting. My future husband, I don't know if you're watching this right now, wherever you are, please, men can have female best friend, just like Mr. Michael said, but my own man can never and should never have a female best friend. I am enough to be your best friend. Whatever it is you need, if you need a shoulder to lean on, I am there to give you. If you need a present to gift me and you're confused, talk to me about it. I can actually choose my present.
A surprise present?
It's not a big deal. We can
Yeah.
act it.
Okay.
Most of these things you see on social media, they are movies. Let me just call it movies. Yes. The woman goes to the market, choose a present for herself, and then she comes at surprise. Oh, thank you so much. I can do all of that.
For we real men, for we married Christian men,
Okay.
we like surprising our wives. And if
Okay.
a female bestie can help you in that, it's not. Sometimes even these women know what they can help you choose what bra to and what things to buy.
Okay.
For the woman.
Nice one. Hey, God. Okay. I will not say much. I just hope that my future husband and that person that wants to be a bestie to my future husband, beware. Because, okay, let me rest my comments there. Let's reserve the comments. But I feel married men, you should stay away from anything that will cause issue in your marriage. A female best friend will bring issues. Yes. There's no way your wife will ever be comfortable that you're always talking to another woman.
No, but she cannot
There's
call
no
you
way
in
she will
odd
ever be
hours. You only
comfortable.
see her when you need something to talk about.
No, apart from odd hours, your
Politics.
wife can. What's politics? Talk to me about politics.
Okay, no problem.
Whatever it is, talk to me about it. And that's why you should go for your match. If you like politics, go for a woman that likes politics, and then you talk about politics. If you like sports, go for a woman that likes
you now
sports,
say,
and then you talk about sports. Why exactly do you need to have a
You now say,
female
Mama
best friend?
Bisola, how do you see Tinubu? It doesn't
Yes.
rhyme.
Okay, so you need to go talk to somebody else.
That you don't call Mama
Well,
Bisola.
I don't need to talk much about it. But my future husband, beware. Well, away from best friend Wahala, let's quickly take this story that is trending. A lady has sparked reactions online after revealing what she thinks is the best way to get a man to marry you. According to her, get pregnant for him, he will marry you. Her bold advice has since ignited heated debates on social media, with people weighing in on whether this is a clever strategy or controversial moves. I need to breathe down. Like in this, okay, yes, I was able to gather reactions because I have a lot to say, but I know netizens had a lot to say because I was able to get some reactions. Let's see some reactions before I talk about what I want to talk about. They play. Why many baby mamas stay in Nigeria? Now imagine a single mother claiming we no longer go for looks. We go for maturity, stability, loyalty, and peace of mind. If only they have this mindset before they became single mom. So what really happens to the baby mamas who gets them pregnant and they didn't get wives? Okay, this actually works sometimes anyways. Oh, if you watch Power Book, precisely after Tariq found out that these people, movies. Hey, can we just face reality for once? I feel all of these movies, can we even still be a bit realistic? Because these things don't happen. They don't happen. We get deceived with all of these movies. Then why are there single mothers? Yes, that's the big question. Why are there single mothers? Let's see if we take some more reactions. Not in 2025. Yes, you will end up as baby mama. Some ladies should stop being delusional. If you are not ready for motherhood, don't go and try your luck with any man. They play. Ever heard of single mom parenting? I pour you water on your behalf. Okay, you need to wake up. Body go tell you exactly, my sister. Let's see if we have some more reactions. You will cry more than the baby.
Hey.
Exactly, you will cry. But yet, quite a number of women don't still know who they got pregnant for. Okay, now you go cry past the baby. Omo, you will weep. You will cry. Everybody's advising you that, hey, my sister, if you try that thing, you will cry more than the baby. Wow, that's fantastic advice. Let's all embrace that. Oh, okay. And best way to you is to do DNA. Okay. Okay, I think we should just stop because all of these reactions, they're advising her that she will cry more than the baby. But I come to think of it, why should any girl, like girls, we need to do better. Full option girl like you, thinking of trapping a man, Adam, you're thinking of trapping a man and not with anything else, but with pregnancy. Hey, we need to do better. Yes, I'm a female activist, just like Mr. Michael always calls me, a female activist. And now, ladies, I am not proud of this. The sisterhood is not proud. It's not proud of this at all.
No, you understand, eh? If, okay, no, leave Adam and Eve. You know, what I'm saying is, let's look at it.
Okay.
I've once had a discussion with a lady that said she got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately she got pregnant, that was when the guy was ready to get married.
Okay.
He became responsible all of a sudden. And she felt if she had not gotten pregnant, they would have still been in the boyfriend-girlfriend category for another 1 year. But when he saw pregnancy, his inner wiring connected and he said, hey, I have to marry. Now, the question is, if you want to try that, look at the man. Some men are just playboys. They will play for long. Look at him. If he's a playboy, stay away because you end up a baby mama. If he's not a playboy, some men, I've seen many men that will say, well, I'm just trying to see if she'll get pregnant. Because I will not want a situation we get married, I'll be looking for kids for so long. That is why some men would opt for such. But irrespective, I doubt, I'm a man, and I know many men will support me in saying this. A woman will be doing something wrong in tying a man down with her pregnancy because it will not be love. That's why we see so many men marrying the women they don't love. That's why we have many men not marrying the women of their dream, but that woman that used to be at the backside, and that's the problem. But it's always advisable, come on, talk about it. Both of you should talk about it rather than you pinning pregnancy on him and trying to use that as a yardstick to marry him. Whether a baby comes, even when it comes, even becomes more worse. If he doesn't love you initially, he will never love you after that. So please be wise.
Mr. Michael, you just said something. You said some men want the lady to get pregnant before getting.
I do know some men.
My sister, if you're in any relationship and the man wants you to get married before anything, get pregnant before marriage, please, my sister, run. You know, so many men. Some men, I've spoken with several guys, and let me not say men, because I know real men will never try that. Yeah, I've had conversation with several guys, and then they say they want women to get pregnant for them because they do not in any way believe in marriage. They just need kids. They just need somebody to help them bring kids to the world. They do not in any way believe in marriage. And then there's no way they would come to you to tell you, I do not believe in marriage. Can you just help me reproduce? I just need you to help me bring kids to this world. There's no way they would ever tell you that. So they will come, sugarcoat it, saying, well, I don't want to get married and then start looking for kids. I want to be sure that you are fertile. So you need to have kids before you get married or get pregnant before you get married. My sister, run. These men, run. I will always advise you all, run. You know, I am the female activist of Viewpoint, and I will always come to give you the best advice. Whatever advice I'm giving you, take it for me for free. Well, it's been an interesting time and we've been laughing, laughing, laughing. I'm even feeling pains from all the laughter today. Yes, and that's because it's Friday's edition, a very special edition of trending and of viewpoints generally. It's always very amazing having you every Fridays. Yes, and Monday is special, like I told you. Every day is a special day. So it's always a special edition of trending and a special edition of viewpoints every day. And of course, you can share all your thoughts with us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV. Well, maybe I should say compliments of the season. Is it too early to say that?
It will be in right
It's
order.
not early.
It's not.
It's compliments of the season, and it's also Friday. So tell us, what will you be doing this weekend? Do well to drop it in the comment section of all our social media platforms. Well, this is where I have to tell you that I will see you for another super amazing edition. Same time next week. I remain Mercy Erabo. Do have a blessed weekend.
Well, anyway, I remain Michael Gobadia. A blessed weekend, like she said, is what we'll be wishing you. And come on, let's see how we really enjoy it. Take things jeje, and please do not hook any guy, if you understand what I mean. But what we'll tell you to also do is have a lovely weekend, and let's see how fresh you'll be when we give you an awesome edition come Monday morning. God bless you. Have a great weekend.